Champions League group stage. Champions League phase. Match day 8. Final match day of the new format. It's going to be a big one. Let's just get started. Sporting versus Bologna. Sporting's in 23rd, Bologna's in 28th. Sporting need a win to stay safe. Bologna's already out, unfortunately. They were playing well in their games, just got unlucky a couple times. This game is going to be a very, very close one, but I think Sporting just get it, considering they have the home advantage. And I'm going to say Sporting win 2-1. PSV versus Liverpool. Now, this game doesn't really mean much for Liverpool. Actually, you know what? It does. Liverpool could go 8 from 8 if they win this. Undefeated, unbeaten. Only wins in this new format. And that would be an incredible start. It already is. They're 7 from 8. They're 7 from 7 already. Making that 7 from 8 would be historic. First season of this new format, and they fucking smash it out of the park. Go 8 from 8. Would be incredible. But they've already guaranteed their spot in the top 8. So they're already through to the round of 16. They don't need this win, but it would be incredible if they got it. PSV, however, sitting in 19th place, really need this win. They really need this win to stay safe, because there is a chance that they lose this, they drop out. And with how they've been playing as well, same with Bologna, they've been playing really well. They've gotten unlucky a couple times. I think they deserve to stay through, but I do think Liverpool will win. And I'll probably go with a 2-1 win again to Liverpool, just because they're so good at the moment. Now, Young Boys versus Red Star. Who really cares? Young Boys sitting in last place, 36th. 0 wins, 0 draws, 7 losses. Bit of a tough one for them, can't lie, but, this is how things happen. Young Boys sitting on minus 20, negative 20 goal difference. Negative 20. Criminal. They have a chance to win here. Red Star also not had a good campaign so far. Well, by so far I mean they're out. Both teams are already out. Red Star sitting in 32nd. There's a chance Young Boys get the win so they don't finish on 0 points. But I don't see that happening. I do see them getting a point, but I don't see them getting a win. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw for that game, just because it's... who really cares? Stuttgart versus PSG. Massive game. Absolutely important, hugely important game for this final match day. One of the ones to watch, absolutely. Losing team will be knocked out. Most likely. There's still a chance that PSG stay safe even if they lose, but it's looking likely the losing team will be knocked out. And I fucking hope PSG do. I'm praying PSG get knocked out. Stuttgart have the home advantage, and they've been playing really well this season. There's a good chance, great chance PSG lose, and I'm backing that. I'm saying Stuttgart win 3-1 and PSG get knocked out. Hopefully. Stromgrass versus Leipzig. Don't know how the fuck you pronounce the first team, but shush. Don't know how you say it. Whatever. Another game, it's kind of irrelevant unless you're supporting the team, but even then, you're watching your team play, but there's nothing on the line. Both teams are already out of the comp. It's just a match day. It's just a game. That being said, Leipzig win 2-0 just because they're the better team, in my opinion. In the league, Leipzig have been doing really, really well in the league, sitting 5th, I think, 4th or 5th in the Bundesliga. Absolutely crushing it. Well, kind of. It is the Bundesliga, and they're only 5th, but they're doing well. They're doing well in the Bundesliga. Champions League had a shocker for whatever reason, but I reckon they'll win that 2-0. Now, Man City against Bruges. Man City sitting 25th in the elimination zone currently. They need a win to stay safe. Bruges, 20th. It's not looking good for either team. Loser is probably getting knocked out. But again, there's a chance Bruges stay safe even if they lose. But City, currently out of the competition unless they win. And unfortunately, I do see them winning. It'll be a really close game just because City has been absolutely shocking recently. But I do see them getting the win just 3-2. It'll be a great game. It'll be an incredible game. Lots of goals. Fluid football from both teams, hopefully. Absolutely attacking just all-out attack from both teams. Lots of goals. 3-2 to City. Unfortunately, they stay safe. Bayern Munich versus Bratislava. Bayern in 15th, Bratislava in 35th. So, again, second last in the comp. They're really not playing for anything. Bayern need a win. Well, they don't need a win. They're safe either way. But they could potentially go top 8 if they get the win. Unlikely, depending on what the rest of the teams do above them, but we'll see what happens. I do think they'll absolutely destroy them though. I reckon Bayern will win 4-0. It'll be demolition. Not even close, but to be expected, to be honest. Inter versus Monaco. Big game again. Inter in 4th, doing really well. Monaco in 10th. Who would have thought that at the start of the league phase? Who would have thought Monaco would be sitting in 10th on the last match day? Going into the last match day, they could potentially go even higher. Imagine that. But, yeah, big game. Inter don't need a win to stay top 8. They just need a draw. If they lose, there's a chance they drop out, but they are 4th and on a lot of points, so there's unlikely they drop out unless they lose, and still unlikely they drop out. But a draw guarantees them top 8. Guarantees them. A win, I'm pretty sure, keeps them top 4. So, yeah. Monaco could go top 8 with a win. They are 10th. They're very, very close. I don't see either team winning, though. I think it's a close matchup for both of them. I'm seeing like a 1-1 draw here. Probably, yeah, 1-1 draw. Dortmund versus Shakhtar. Dortmund's in 14th. Shakhtar's in 27th. Shakhtar is the lowest team, at the very bottom of the teams that can stay in the comp. They need 3 points to equal the current 24th place. They're on 7, 24th's on 10, and 24's the last spot to qualify for the next. So they absolutely need a win, and they need everyone above them. Well, not everyone. They need a lot of people above them in that close, people on or below 10 points to lose just to be safe. So even if they get the win, it's unlikely that they are safe. And they're also playing Dortmund at Dortmund. Dortmund's at home. I just don't see Shakhtar winning this at all, unfortunately. It's not looking good for them. Because, even if they get the win, it's not in their hands. But I see Dortmund winning anyway. I see Dortmund winning 2-0 because they're good. Barca, my lads, against Atalanta. Barca's in 2nd, Atalanta's in 7th. Atalanta need the win to stay top 8. Barca aren't really playing for much, so it's whatever. But if Barca rotate, I see Atalanta winning, maybe a draw, maybe I'm biased, I don't know. If there's rotation done in the Barca squad. If not, if Barca go full strength, I see a big win just because we're that good. Leverkusen versus Prague. I was gonna say the actual name, but I'm bad, so I'm just gonna say Prague. Either way, they're out of the comp already. It doesn't matter. Leverkusen need a win to stay top 8 because they are currently 8th. They need the win to stay top 8, and I see them getting that quite comfortably. I reckon 3-0, 3-1, easy win for Leverkusen. Juve versus Benfica, another big game. Juve in 17th, Benfica in 21st. Both teams needing a win to secure good placings. Like, Benfica need the win to stay safe. Juve are already safe, but Juve could go up into the seeded places, or whatever it's called, where they, in the top half of the playoff games, where they play the bottom half. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. Benfica need the win, Juve don't, but a win would help them more. But again, I don't see a win for either team here. I'm seeing a 2-all draw, just because I'd say they're pretty evenly matched. Juve, I don't see them going to their full extent, because that's what they like to do. They don't really play to the best of their abilities, whereas Benfica is absolutely going to smash it out of the park, play the best they can. But again, I feel like they're just going to get unlucky like they did last week, and they won't be able to get the win. Could stay safe, though, with the draw. Dynamo Zagreb against Milan, AC Milan. Currently in 6th for Milan. Zagreb's in 26th. It's not looking good for them either. Same with them and Shakhtar. Both teams needing big wins against big clubs and hoping that teams above them drop points just so they can go up. It's not looking good, and Milan's in incredible form at the moment, playing absolutely amazingly. I see them winning quite comfortably, 3-0. Salzburg against Atletico Madrid. Again, another game where one of the teams is already out and the other one isn't. Salzburg, currently in 35th, not playing for anything. Atleti is currently playing for a top 5, potentially even top 4 spot if they get the win, which I see happening quite easily. Atleti will dismantle them. It'll be a great game though. I reckon a lot of goals. I'll say 4-2. 4-2 to Atleti. Lille vs Feyenoord. Massive game. Absolutely humongous game. Winner could go top 8, who either wins, because Lille's in 11th, Feyenoord's in 12th. Massive. Either team that wins goes top 8, potentially. Either way, both already safe, so again, there is a lot on the line because there's a chance they go top 8 if other teams above them lose, but it's whatever. Lille's got the home advantage. I see them just taking it out. I'm going to say a 1-0 win to Lille. It's going to be a very close game. Both teams are going to be playing absolutely amazingly. Aston Villa versus Celtic. Again, another pretty important game for the teams. They're both already safe, obviously. Villa's in 9th, Celtic's in 18th. So again, they're both playing for getting to the next tier, if that makes sense. Villa's playing to get top 8 because they're 9th and top 8 straight to the round of 16, whereas Celtic's playing to get into the seeded places of the playoffs. Close game, I reckon. I do see Villa winning just. I don't know, actually. Villa's really good. Villa's actually really good. And Celtic, they're also good, but they're not Villa good. Villa's also at home. 3-1 Villa. 3-1. Girona versus Arsenal. Girona's already out of the comp, sitting in 31st, so not much for them to play for. They get to play Arsenal. I mean, if anyone really wants that, Arsenal's kind of irrelevant. But they are 3rd in the Champions League, somehow. No idea how that happened. They need the win to stay top 8, but again, even with a loss, they probably most likely won't drop out. A draw guarantees them top 8 anyway, but a win is what they're going to get. Arsenal's going to win 2-0. Now for the final game, even though these are all played at the same time, the last one that I'm getting to, Brest versus Real Madrid. Big game for both teams. Brest at home, sitting in 13th place currently, will be looking for the win. Of course, because why wouldn't they? They need the win. There's a chance, very, very slim chance, that Brest go top 8. Unlikely, but there's a chance. Madrid could go into the seeded places if they get the win. But I don't see them getting the win. I also don't see Brest getting the win. I see a 2-2 draw. Good football from both teams. Apart from Madrid's defense, because it's quite weak. I should know. I've watched 9 goals go past them in 2 games. But yes, either way, I don't see either team winning. It'll be a close game. Brest are at home. Brest crowd their fans are amazing. I see a 2-2 draw. Maybe I'm being slightly biased because I don't want to say one team will win over the other, even though I might think that, but I don't. I don't think that. No team's winning. 2-2 draw. I'll check it out on a betting website. Actually, I want to see how close and how likely this is to happen. My exact predictions. Maybe I'll put $1 or 2 on. But yeah, those are my predictions. I don't know if you give a fuck, but you watched the video up till here, so thanks. Appreciate it. Check out my video again for the reaction, because that'll be cool. To the reaction to the game week, because It'll be cool. You'll get to see my opinion, which you don't give a fuck about. But hey,